We just had the largest bank failure since the 2008 financial crisis. It is the second biggest bank failure in history. This is the 16th largest bank in the United States. And I'm gonna explain it a little bit to you in layman's terms why this is important. So Silicon Valley Bank, SVB, is a bank based on tech startups and healthcare startups. Basically, venture capitalists funded, so about 65,000 startups would be affected by this. Basically, to explain it quickly, this bank during COVID was cash flush. That's when we saw like the tech boom, a lot of people getting jobs in tech. It was all over TikTok. People were getting really good incomes because tech companies had a lot of money. During this time, they bought government-backed treasury bonds at a 0% interest rate. Because if you remember, the interest rates were also really, really low, and the Fed lowered the interest rates to 0. I believe at that time, or maybe more of recent, I think that those government bonds were yielding like 1.5% interest. The problem is they were holding $80 billion in these bonds, and they had to sell them basically at a loss because interest rates have gone up. The customers of the bank got word of this, and there was a run on the bank. And we haven't seen a run like this in a really long time. I believe people tried to take out $54 billion basically in one day. The bank didn't have the money, so the FDIC stepped in and shut it down. Over 90% of this bank's deposits are not insured by FDIC. Many people who, are regular people like you and I are saying, well, this doesn't really make a difference to me. But the economy does make a difference to you because this is what drives interest rates. This is what makes all of our goods more expensive when the economy is failing. There are plenty of companies that have used this company to process payroll that cannot do that at the moment. The stock for it is down over 66%, and the stock market doesn't even open till Monday. A lot of bank stocks right now are taking a hit. And if investors get spooked for other banks, this could cause a really big sell-off and a really big dip in the market. If consumers get spooked, this could cause a lot of people to take their money out of the bank. There are actually a lot of little regional banks that relied on SVB and had a lot of money in there. So what happens to those banks? Will they be able to give their customers their money if they decide to take them out? Will there be runs on any other banks? We actually won't know the financial stipulations of this for quite a while, but it is something that we should keep our eyes on because it definitely is something that matters to us. Especially if the government decides to bail this bank out, they use our tax dollars to do that. So the money that you pay for your taxes will go to this big bank.